Hello guys, this is gonna be a video about Nier Reincarnation. We're gonna compare, or should I say, I'm gonna give my point of view about X Lars versus X Livenia. Not versus because they work really well together. Okay, what I think about them, what I think that should be the order of obtaining them. But yeah, let's go. First, we're gonna see each other and what they offer. Okay, let's go. We're gonna start with Libenia since he's the first one. Okay, Libenia is a hand-to-hand user, and he has really high attack. Okay, high attack and high HP. The rest of the stats are okay. Good defense, and the normal critical rate and critical damage. He doesn't have ambush, which makes him a bit hard to gear. But yeah, you can fix that with Xvios weapon. So yeah, you need another dark weapon for him, but it's a good investment. Okay, what does what makes him good? The skills he has. One sec. His ulti does 1000 damage in 5 hits, as you can see, and decreases defense 30% for 30 seconds. Why is this good? Because you can stack it. For example, if you're using Salvatore Gale with her ulti, you can stack her ulti with Livenia, for example. Or if you have her weapon equipped on another hero, let's say you have Livenia. I'm thinking about my setups. I use on the second team Livenia, A2, and Griff. Let's say I give Griff a copy of Seratory Gale's sword. I max it. Then you have a 30% defense down, or defense break, whatever you want to call it. So what is going to happen? Let's say we're about to get the break state, okay? We have everything charged. We have the ultis charged and the skills are charged. What are we really going to do? Okay, we start with Griff. We do both the skills, so we have the defense break on the boss. Then we do his ulti for attack up. Then we go with Levania and we do defense break again on him, on his ulti. So the damage stacks and refreshes. Keep that in mind. The timer refreshes and stacks. Then we do his normal skills, which are amazing if you're using the dark subjugation and using his weapon. He's gonna do insane damage. Then we go to A2, and if she has the Baldi's X weapon, she does the first skill, the second one with other damage, and the ultimate for big chunk of damage. Okay, that's why I think Livenia is really good. He adds big damage, he adds defense break, and yeah, he has a passive with vigor, but only 60 seconds. What does this mean? This means he's gonna be good for subjugation for a part of it because of his attack up. But for arena, for example, there are no matches in arena that last more than 60 seconds. They are very rare, and that's why he's a beast in arena, because he's gonna do insane damage, like Lars. I'm gonna explain that. I'm gonna explain Lars in a moment. But yeah, in my opinion, Libenia is one of the best, if not the best, hero for PvE, along Lars. For PvP, he can be a surprise because this passive stacked with a weapon I'm gonna show you now, Mechanical Heart. When you have it maxed, it's gonna delete heroes. So yeah, good investment. You can go wrong with getting him the first pick, second pick. I got him myself the third pick because I got X-Scale first pick, like the person that was asking in Facebook. Second pick I got Lars. But if I had to do it all over again, I will go Lars, Livenia, and then the other because I'm not using X-Scale anymore. I'm using Severatory Gale. Big sad, but it happens. It's called power creep. Okay, it's really tough because uh, I, when you get an X hero power crept, it's really tough because you need 12 cubes, zenith cubes, and that takes a while. Okay. Oh well, I didn't mention the second passive, luminous ward. Okay, defense against light. Since he's gonna be using I mean, if he's using his dark weapon, this is gonna help him. Otherwise, it is only going to help if the enemy has light element. Okay, good to have, but okay, let's go with Lars. Okay, Lars, he suffers of the same low critical rate base. He doesn't have ambush, but he has fatal. So one has 40% attack. It was 40, I think. Yeah, 40% increase for 60 seconds, and he has critical damage up 40% for 60 seconds. How do they compare? I mean, the calculation for critical hit damage comes last. So all the damage, all the multipliers and all that come before the critical hit damage. So it's huge in my opinion. And he, they have the more or less the same attack. I mean, can I go back? Levania has a bit more attack, a bit more HP. Oops, sorry. A bit more HP and defense. I think they are tied. Libenia has a bit less defense, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it won't matter at all. If you can kill the enemy faster than they can kill you. I mean, okay. What does make Lars really good? His ultimate execution. Why? Because you do almost 1k percentage damage. I mean, 990. But on every crit, so on every hit that he does, you can double the damage. Okay, that's really huge. I mean, I think no hero has it yet. I mean, that's why he's so good. Now let's talk about the weapons. Their main weapons. Why is Lars, in my opinion, a bit better than Levania? This is Levania's weapon. As you can see, it has bigger, which boosts your attack 30%, overall attack, which is huge. And his attacks, well, it's the usual. The first one raises the weapon elemental damage, and the second one does even more damage. So you want 5 times, raises that damage for 50% for 15 seconds. What does this mean? You do this one first, this one second. Okay. If you have the ultimate ready, then you do the ultimate. Second one, um, we don't care about blind. We care about the damage. Okay. The problem with these skills is the load time. I mean, 23 seconds is way too long. I mean, if you add CDR memoirs and 2 weapons, for example, this weapon and Xfio's weapon, and you use the mechanical heart on the mining slot for arena, even then you're gonna be aiming for 30% of 23. That's 6.9 seconds. You're gonna be 17, 16. Then you have to cut 16, around 14 seconds load time. 14 seconds for these weapons. I mean, mechanical heart on maxed are gonna be firing at 7 or 8. So it's like double the time. But yeah, if you get to do these skills, I mean, you're gonna delete one. If you even if you only get one skill off, you're gonna delete some more. And yeah, okay. For Lars, I think it's his trump card because of this ambush. You are gonna use this always on main hand or the off hand sub slots, and it's free critical rate. I mean, attack is okay, but with critical rate, you can set up better memoir combinations, which is amazing. And skills, I mean, you always do first one for the damage, and the second one for the damage. I mean, this one first one resists damage, and the second one uh, does more damage ironically, and then you do the ulti. What happens with this weapon? if you have a, if you're using this one for the wind subjugation, it says increases your critical rate by 50%. In theory, you can even lower your critical rate on Lars when you're using this weapon on the main slot for subjugation, and add more critical damage or attack. I would add critical damage. But yeah, up to you. Okay, now that we now that we now that we have seen these two, I'm gonna show you in a web page the other weapons. Okay, fractured soldier, so fractured Lars as we call them. His is okay. I mean, arena kid, it's okay. But what is all about? What is good about him? This thing, his sword. Okay, gonna show you the sword, which is type sword element wind. This one, iron abandonment. Why is this weapon so good? Because when you max it, you have 40 seconds on the first one and 15 seconds on the second one. And as you can see, the damage is huge, huge. 45 on the second one and 65 on the first one. I mean, we are talking about 14 seconds low charge time for 65 percentage damage 3 times. That's huge. I mean, no matter how you look it, that's huge. I mean, not like using his X weapon, but almost. And the second skill 45. 45 is really good too, and it attacks 4 times. So yeah, 65 times 3 is 195, and 45 times 4 180. They're really close. Okay, and yeah, and his passive adds even more wind damage, so you can't go wrong with it. The attack is meh, it's okay, but yeah, we can't have everything. If I got this weapon, I mean, if I know he's in banner right now with, I forgot. Let me check. He's in the pools right now with in the second banner here. He's with Celebratory Noel. I'm very tempted to pull because I don't have my Noel maxed. I have her weapon maxed, but I would love to have another weapon of her. But as you can see, I'm really short on gens. The arena is gonna finish this Sunday. I'm gonna get at least 2 temples, but I think they're gonna give us another banner and his anniversary banner, and it's gonna be really good. I mean, these three are baits, but they have really good heroes. They are baits, but they have good heroes. So if you're looking to complete your roster, I'd pull at least one copy of Celebratory Gale, one copy of Noel. Uh, Griff can be really good too. He really drops the attack of the enemy a lot. And Yuletide Akeha is really good. And I want her, but but I don't have resources for her. I really want her. I mean, why do I want her? Her ulti adds 50% attack for 1 second for 1 minute, and the pulse effect, or add more damage when you do change for 15% for a minute. It's crazy. And her rebel adds even more of that. Critical rate and more pursuit. You're looking at 40% pursuit damage when you're using this skill and her ulti. She raises your critical rate for 10 seconds, so not so good. But yeah, 40% pursuit damage. I mean, when you break the enemy, you have 999 chain. So this is gonna apply always in effect, and 15% bonus on his ulti too. It's crazy, but yeah, and the thing that we have like double rates, or I think, yeah, we have the rates doubled It's bait, big bait. I don't know what will happen. I mean, we have like until the 18th. We'll see, we'll see. Maybe we get information of the new banners of the if they come. I mean, I only read rumors at Reddit about the possible new banners. Maybe they never happened. But yeah, if I were new, I'd pull for Gale, Noel, and Griff too. And if you can, Yuletide Akeha. But priority are this one and this one. Okay? Fracture Lars is amazing, but yeah, guess I'm gonna have to wait. Okay, back on track. As I said, this weapon is amazing. You should get it. Please get it if you can. We explained already our friend Lars, but for arena, why is he so good for arena? Because of fatal. If Levania has attack, he has fatal for 60 seconds. What does this mean? He's not gonna do insane damage. Insane damage. I mean, you, if you get the Iron Abandonment weapon, you can basically one shot anyone. Anyone. With one skill and the other one. So yeah. And well, our friend Libenia. I'm gonna look real quick for the weapon before we finish. Type fist. It was a wind. Yeah, mechanical heart. As you can see, 14 seconds when you max it and 15 seconds when you max it. The damage, 15% again and 50%. This is great. I mean, 220 damage on one skill. You're gonna delete someone. Plus you have Tempest Bound for more wind damage. As you can see, this weapon and the other are designed for arena. Tempest Bound and Fleetfoot. Fleetfoot adds agility. Agility lets you attack before the opponent, okay, in arena. The attack order for the auto attacks. It can be good because, for example, if you have two Lars and Livenia with this setup and I'm using A2 and you have A2 with a agility setup, there's a weapon I'm gonna show you now that has another fleet foot ahead effect, and it's crazy. Or you can use the Phoenix sword, which has the same effect. Phoenix sword, this weapon, and expand this weapon for the stats and all that, and you're set. Okay, this weapon. Remember, when you max it, the recast are going to be really low. But how low? Let's say for 2 seconds. If you're using the CDR memoir set, the three memoirs, you're looking at reducing 30%. 30% of 14 is 4.2 seconds. So now we are at 9.8 seconds. Then let's say you are using Livenia's X weapon on the subslot and X Fierce weapon on the other subslot. You're cutting another 10%. So 9.8, we cut 10%, that's gonna be 8.9 or so, let's say. Then another 10%, which is gonna get us to 8.1. Let's round it up. 8 seconds. 8 seconds. If you're going on turbo for the arena, that's gonna be maybe one auto attack, maybe two, and that's it. You're gonna be firing off these skills, and if you have Lars, Lars is a skill as well. Totally broken. Okay, and we are gonna finish with the great sword I told you. I actually saw a video of someone using this. Was fire? Yes, this one. This one is crazy because it raises your fire damage and gives you agility for arena. Agility this time agility stacks. So if you get this weapon and the Phoenix sword, they're gonna stack and give you big agility, and the skills are crazy. I mean, not very fast. This one is fast. I mean, you're probably gonna delete someone, but for this weapon you want to use uh, these two weapons, and I will use the memoirs that give you more chances to do 3 or more hits. Okay, you can get that set here. Quests. subquest on aberrants. Aberrants memories. Sorry, you can get that set, which is this one, I think, and this one is the CDR. So yeah, aberrant for arena and witches for PvE memoirs. This one. This one is the one for the critical damage. This one is the attack set. This one is the critical set. And this one is the agility set. I wouldn't do, I mean, don't use agility memoirs for arena. Use either this one or this one. It's really good, okay? Well, we're gonna finish now. Hope this information is helpful, and as always, thank you, everyone. You can follow me here in this YouTube channel or Fútbol Mazamone on Twitch. We do streams daily. I hope you like them. See ya.